I want to get into a couple of things about marijuana. We've been talking about it a lot lately. Weed, the devil's lettuce, whatever you want to call it. Because a couple of studies came out that I find interesting. And then at the end of this, I got some information about who is fighting against marijuana legalization. It's very frustrating.
It's going to piss us off, isn't it?
It should. It certainly pisses me off. Yeah. In a study published, on Wednesday by JAMA Psychiatry, JAMA, which followed 1,000 plus New Zealanders from birth to 38 years old.
That's a long time.
Okay, long time that they were in the study. They tracked their weed use from age 18 to 38, found that long-term users suffered poor gum health, but found no other physical health problems across a dozen different measures.
That sounds like a fantastic trade-off. I would take that trade-off in every instance.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it, because you're going to get high and you're going to eat peanut butter anyway. You're not going to, what do you need your teeth for? It's not that big a deal. Also, researchers from Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis surveyed 216,852 teens, from all 50 states, finding that adolescents with marijuana-related disorders dropped by 24% between 2002 and 2013, while overall teen use dropped 10%, despite 12 states legalizing medical and decriminalizing marijuana in those states.
So you're saying if they decriminalize it, people don't go, hey, this is illegal. Now it's legal. Let's try it.
Well, what it's saying is that the more access to marijuana, it did not affect whether kids were going to get fucking stoned all the time. And in fact, the numbers dropped during that period. So, right, it's an indicator of like if you actually relax the laws a little bit, people are less apt to try it because it's like, it takes the taboo out of it.
Yeah.
Madeline Meyer, who's a psychology professor at Arizona State, said, one thing that surprised me about the study is that we didn't see associations between cannabis use and poorer lung function, that's another great thing to read, right? Avshalom Caspi, who's a study co-author, great name, says, what we're seeing is that cannabis may be harmful in some respects, but possibly not in every way. We need to recognize that heavy recreational cannabis use does have some adverse consequences, but overall damage to physical health is not apparent in that study. So now we're seeing marijuana being legalized. You're not seeing a huge increase in traffic violations, adolescent use, psychiatric episode, whatever it is. All the things that people are worried about, you're just not seeing it. You're not seeing the crime rate go up. All you're seeing is revenue go up. That's it. And maybe people be a little cooler to each other. Maybe Domino's is enjoying it. Meanwhile, roughly half the money raised to oppose legalization in California has come from police and prison guard groups.
Oh, why would that be?
Between 2002 and 2012, California police departments took in $181.5 million in marijuana-related asset seizures. So they get a call. They go, this guy's growing weed over here. They go, they break down his door. They steal all his shit. They steal the weed. And they're getting rich off the fact that they're breaking down people's doors and stopping them from selling a plant that literally hurts no one. That's infuriating to me. First of all, you want to talk about like a disgusting situation there, like where it's for profit. Prison guard groups, the people that are just supposedly watching the worst of society that have to be locked away because they're too dangerous, they're the ones that are opposing weed legalization?
Yes.
Why? Because they lose their fucking customer base. Tough shit.
Yeah, those are jobs lost if marijuana becomes legal.
Unnecessary jobs then.
They got to go to prison.
Exactly, right. If people aren't going to jail or people aren't getting arrested, they're losing money. The prison guards don't really need to be there in force the way they are. Tough shit, though. It's the same way that we look at the coal industry, which, by the way, a little preview, we're going to play a Trump clip in a little bit. I'm going to save that industry. Why? It's a dying industry. Do we care about the VCR industry?
No.
Did anybody go, no, we shouldn't, no. We got to save VCRs.
No, you got to go to DVDs.
Are fun. Yeah. No, we do it in every regard. So guess what, prison guards? If we don't need 100,000 of you, we need 50,000 of you because marijuana is fine and people don't need to go to jail for it. Deal with it. That's how it works. Get a different industry.
Not when you have lobbyists, Chris.
Yeah, well, okay, I understand that, of course, and that's a huge problem with our government to begin with. Fuck that. We can't have people lobbying to put more people in jail, which is essentially what they're saying to do. That's insane.
But that's the way it is.
Not for long. Not for long, because they're going to legalize marijuana in California. Pot's going to be legal in 10 years across the country. Why not? There's too much money to be made. It's just stupid. It's the next cash crop. There's no reason not to do it. It's not harmful. It's better for you than tobacco, alcohol, any other drug you want to do. Come on.
I don't see it happening.
Well, I guarantee you within 10 years, marijuana will be legal in this country. It's already legal pretty much de facto in a lot of states already. It is legal in several states. Like, come on. And what are the laws really doing anyway to stop? It's just making the process a little more difficult, like we talked about before.
Yes.
You're going to get an abortion if you want an abortion. You're going to buy weed if you want to buy weed. It's not really stopping anybody from doing that. It is, however, preventing people that maybe legitimately need it for medicinal purposes. The troops, like we're talking about, the PTSD treatments. You're just holding that up, and you're keeping people in jail. That's going to stop, guaranteed.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money from assets.
There's a lot of money to be made selling marijuana-infused soda also. Just a different industries. Take all those prison guards and be like, go guard the pot shops. There you go. Perfect. Now help society. You don't have to lock. You don't have to lock people away.
You don't have to go at something that no one's going to attack.
Go watch The White Widow. Don't let anybody touch the Sapphire Kush. We need to just keep it safe. Protect those people. Don't put them in jail anymore.